I had a connection on my water line go out on my fridge. It leaked all over. I'm sitting on the floor, but so you can't see very well, but you kind of see against the wall where it pulled away. This is a warp now. It's about 6 feet. The most of the damage is under the fridge now where I've rolled it to, so I'm gonna have to replace this whole floor. About $6,000 in damage in my kitchen. The connector that went onto the fridge, the old connector, this is just a brass connector. Over the years the water will break this down, and that's exactly what happened. And it just started leaking, and a little bit of pressure, and it was just a small leak, and destroyed the whole floor. So what I've done is two things. I replaced this with a stainless steel braided supply line, water supply line that feeds the ice maker and the water dispenser. You can see in these the difference. Of course, stainless steel. Inside you're still going to have the copper, but you actually have a nice rubber washer in there. Maybe this one had it at one time, I don't know. But when I was at Home Depot, the guy said, yeah, he says the contractors that build your house use this stuff. When they build their own house, they use this stuff. It cost me about 12 or 13 bucks, maybe even 14 bucks, I don't remember. Grabbed it as opposed to about half the price of that stuff. $6,000 floor. I think the extra $6, well worth it. So I think second thing I did, picked up one of these water alarms made by the Watchdog company. I've already put these in my bathrooms, under my sinks, behind the toilets. Had I had one of these behind my fridge when a couple of weeks ago, I would have avoided $6,000 in damage here. Very simple. You put a 9-volt battery in here. This goes in there. The sensor either stays in there and you can leave the unit behind here attached, or because I don't want to pinch that behind the fridge when I push it back, this actually will sit on top of the fridge, and this will go down and connect to the floor with some little tacks right to the floor like that, right behind the water supply line here. So if that ever leaks again, this is what will happen. Since my floor is already ruined, what the heck, let's get a little more wet. Water starts leaking like that. This sensor has basically two little metal leads on there, and when it touches water, it's a very simple concept. Completes the circuit, makes this thing go off. I'll show you what happens. That's as loud as a fire alarm, and it'll wake you up. And if that happens, these laminate floors are made to withstand a certain amount of water for so long, but it went too long for me. It went right down in. I'm probably going to have to replace some subflooring too. We'll have to see once I rip it up. But like 12 bucks from Home Depot, 12 bucks from Home Depot, 24 bucks as opposed to $6,000 floor. I hope it helps someone in the future avoid what I'm going through. Do it. Extra money will save a lot of headache.